Hey guys, Mitaki Gamer Wolf here today. I was requested to do another how to draw, again by Dexon-03, and he asked me to do a how to draw Sonic character hands. And so I kind of already did draw them, so I can save some time on the video. But I'll kind of show you how I did it with the pencil, and then I will ink it in. So how I did all of these is that I just kind of made like a square, kind of the same for the open hand, and then another rectangle for the fist, and then from there I just kind of did a little curve right there, and then up, and then down and curve, and there's the thumb, and then from like right here where the thumb bends, how I usually draw it is then I go up, and then I go round, down. Kind of do the same usually with hands and fingers. They're different sizes, like with mine. The middle finger is the biggest, and then the ring finger is the second biggest. So I try to make the middle finger bigger, and then the ring finger the biggest, and of course the pinky is one of the smallest, including the thumb. And I went like that. And this right here is just kind of like a little bit of detail. And here is his glove part. And since this one is kind of like clipping into this one, I'm not gonna do it completely all the way through. But he just has kind of like a little fold right here. You go around, do that, and then you can give him like a little wrinkle right there. And then you just do, for this, I went like this. I started with the knuckle of the fist, and I went up, did it again, kind of like little mountains or hills. I did it again, I went up, and then here is the top knuckles, and then just kind of go up, down, kind of like a little wavy line. Then I went down, and then the thumb, I just kind of started right here, went out, and then like that, and I went down, and I curved over, and went like that. And his glove is, the bottom of his glove is going to be showing, so I just do like a little lump right here, and a little lump right there. I did the same thing for all of these, and I added the different features that the character's hands had. Like this one, for Shadow, I added his rings on his arms, and his, not really sure what they are per se, well, I guess bracelet attire, maybe, I have no idea. I did kind of the same thing. And then for Silver, I added his little wrist, I guess, gauntlets, I guess you could say. And he has like this little design where his either psychokinesis or telekinesis, one or the other, can go through. And also a detail I did forget was he has the ring on his hand. You just do kind of like a little lollipop shape, and then you put a little ring in the middle. And you won't really see it on the fist part. So, and then moving on, these are Manic's hands. I gave him his little spikely, I can't talk today, I'm sorry guys, his little spiky bracelets. And I just kind of added it, kind of like I did with Shadow's bracelets. And I just added circles for the spikes and 2 spikes on the side, just to give it dimension. You just kind of can make it look like little clocks, little clock hands, to make it look like it's coming to a point. You do the same thing with the fist as I showed above. And then with Blaze, she has like this little furry, I guess it's on the ends of her coat. And then Amy just has like little rings, kind of like Shadow's, but they're just normal rings. And for Espio, I did it a little differently. I showed the back of his hand instead of the front because he had more detail on the back of his hand. He has this little covering right here to, I guess, protect his hand when he is in the heat of battle. And he has like these couple bracelets right here and bandages in the middle. And I also forgot to add like the little decorations on there. But the way I do that is I kind of make a lip right here, and then I go just a little bit in and down. I also add the circles and a little bit of a lump on the side just for some detail. And for the bandages, I just kind of go like a little zigzag, sometimes straight, just to make it look like bandages. And then I do the same thing for the fist, and you can kind of see like the little protection part right here on the back. And a little bit of his cufflink. And I just add little bumps on his rings. And for Vector's, he kind of has very large looking bracelets on there. He has like this little gold stripe right here, and the buckle is right there. And the buckle would be right here for the fist. This is not part of the hand, it's the buckle that goes on here. And then for Knuckles, he is quite simple. You don't really have to draw fingers per se. You just draw the knuckle up here and then down, and just kind of make it a little wavy. But his mitts kind of cover most of his finger definitions. Then you just add 2 points that he has on his gloves to kind of make it look like a point. You could kind of shade it to where it looks more realistic. Then just add the thumb, and then the bottom of his glove is going to kind of show a little bit. And I did it kind of backwards with Knuckles, but oh well. Then for his open hand, do the same thing, go down, then you go up, and you don't have to draw every finger. I just kind of drew it kind of like a little slope. And down, and then up to show the bottom of his palm. And then the end of that. And here is a little indentation for his palm that's like right here. And then I just gave kind of like a little wrinkle in his gloves to make it look like it's kind of a loose fitting glove. Metal Sonic, he's a little bit more tricky. He has like little like seeable joints. I started with kind of like a rounded square. And then I kind of went like little indents right here where the joints of the bottom of his fingers would go. And I went down and like that, where like the bottom joint right here for your thumb. And I just went like that, and I went up, not too much, and then I added another joint where his thumb would bend. Then I gave him little pointy fingers since he has kind of claw-like hands. And I did the same, just adding circles to all the little divots that I put in. And I went up, not too much, just maybe just a little bit. And then I added more joints. I honestly don't really know how many joints he actually has in his hand, so I just do it the way I would do it. And I gave him his little pointed fingers. It's not the best Metal Sonic hand I've drawn, but it's good enough, I guess. And this perspective for the fist was a little bit challenging. Here's the top right here, like that's right here. And I just drew that, and then he has like a little protection plate on top of that from the pictures I looked up. And again, you just add the joints. And you can kind of use the joint concept on Metal Sonic's hands for pretty much any hand you draw. Like, for instance, when you're drawing a hand, you can add circles to do a guidance reference of where you would put the fingers. Just kind of like a bigger circle for the thumb, And you can kind of make lines of what you want them to do. You could do up, or you could do like 1 and 2, and then say you want 2 of the fingers to be curled in. Just go like that and that and that. You could kind of see of what it would kind of turn out like. And see how I did the thumb like that? And then I went up, just, it can either be like right here or it could be right there. It doesn't exactly matter depending on how big you want your fingers to be. Then you go up for the index finger. And then up for the middle finger, kind of make it a little bit taller than the first finger. And then the other fingers are going to be bent, kind of curve it up. And like little wrinkles of where it would be. Then you make the other, and then down, and kind of makes the bottom of the palm right there. And I'm just going to do kind of like a normal person hand. It's not the best, but it'll do for a demonstration. So now I'm going to be inking all of the hands to make it more permanent. And I just follow pretty much exactly what I just did. And it usually doesn't take me too long to ink it all. It's probably the quicker process of actually drawing it. And if you have some fingers overlapping, just kind of stop right there and skip over it so you don't have lines through the other set of hands, because I was just kind of too lazy to move it down. But anyway, you could do it however you like. And then don't forget the little glove parts on Sonic's hands. Okay. Next we have shadows. I may be giving too much thickness to the thumb, but that's okay. This is just a demonstration. Not all hands are perfect at the same time. Just add his inhibitor ring, his little, I guess, wrist warmer maybe, I don't know. And then the fist. Down and curve right there. Don't forget his little inhibitor ring on this. You can kind of see it. Maybe just like a little bit of the top part of his wristband thing. Okay, now we're on to silvers. See, this one I kind of made it look a little bit thinner than what I did for Sonic and Shadow. Trying to make it look better as I go along. It's okay if you make it a little too big or too small. You can just kind of learn from that and then practice, and you'll get better as you go. You can draw it however you'd like. I'm kind of going to draw some lines through here to make the palm part of the hand. And you just go down, kind of make like kind of like a half trapezoid, I guess, looking design for his gauntlets. And don't forget like the little A-B lines that are a little bit in from the outside, just to make it look more realistic. You can kind of see it at this angle for the rest of it. Okay, I got the top 3 done. Now we're doing Manic. If you guys don't know who Manic is, if you've ever watched Sonic Underground, that is Sonic's triplet brother. He has another sibling that is her name is Sonia, and they're kind of like in a band of some sort trying to take down Dr. Robotnik. It's like an old TV show and it's really fun. You should check it out. And then just kind of add a little bit of definition for that. And then for his bracelets, kind of leave there a little bit of a curve. Then just add the spikes. You can see them pretty much from all sides. Just like a little bit there, there, maybe one right there. That way it looks like he has spikes all the way around and not just on the top and bottom. And for Blaze's, since she's a girl, kind of make her fingers a little bit thinner than what the males would. And like with the top fur, you could just go like that. And then just add it whichever direction you would like. Could be kind of crazy like that, and you can add little other fur indications there. Let me know in the comments section of which one is your favorite character and why. And if you have any other requests for me to do on how to draw, let me know in the comments section and I will see how I can squeeze that in with other things that I'm gonna try to do on my channel. And also again, do Amy's fingers a little bit thinner than the guys, since she is a girl. And girls have smaller fingers than a lot of guys I've seen. Not all guys have big fingers, I know that, but just trying to make it look more feminine. And don't forget to add her ring right there. Okay, and Espia's is backwards, so we're just gonna have to do it the other way. It's the same thing, but like in a mirrored way. And see how I kind of went a little bit inside the first string and try to make the bottom one kind of match the top. And then you add the little decorations on his wristbands and the little bumps just so it looks like it's going all the way around. And also, if this tutorial helps you, let me know also, just so I know that I'm kind of doing a decent job on how to do or how to draw tutorials. It helps a lot. That way it kind of inspires me to do more of these kind of videos. So Vector's hands are a lot larger than any of the other guys because he is a large crocodile, and crocodiles do have bigger hands, or I guess, yeah, hands, claws, whatever you'd like to call it. He has like little indentations where the gold part would be, kind of like Silver's in a way, and then you add the gold buckle right there. Try to make it a little bit bigger than what I previously drew it as. Then don't forget to add the buckle on that side. And then his wristband there. Almost done. And then kind of make like a little wrinkle right here where he has his fist folded. Kind of go like this and just like kind of color it in to where it looks like it's actually coming to a point. At least that's how it looks like to me. And it's okay if you don't like make it look similar to mine the first time. Mostly because if it doesn't turn out the way you would like it, just keep practicing. You'll get better at it. I didn't get as good as I am right now overnight. It has taken me a lot of practice. Mostly because I love drawing and it doesn't seem like work to me. It's an enjoyable pastime for me. And just add the joints right there. Add the other finger joints right there. I also want to know from you guys like what your favorite animal is and why. And I not only just mostly draw Sonic things, I do kind of draw some animals. I'm pretty good at dogs, cats, and maybe some birds and stuff like that. Not too terribly good with horses. I used to be, but I haven't drawn them enough to where they look like an actual animal that you see. Probably looks more like an alien than anything. And I could just put the names of whichever ones I did. And I did do this yesterday, so I'm just going to kind of change the date since I finished it today. And also for when you're drawing, here's a tip, just so like you know, like later on when you get I guess better at drawing and everything, you can look back at your old drawings and the date. Like you could have gotten better within a few months or maybe a year or maybe longer than that. You could just say, wow, look how far I have come. I do that a lot when I find some old drawings. I'm just like, wow, I can't believe how bad I was back then and how far I've come over the years. Then I'm just going to erase all of the pencil markings and you can see the final turnout of the character's hands. Alright, there you guys go, the finished product of how to draw Sonic characters' hands. If you have anything else you'd like me to draw on to do how to draw, and if you like these how to draw videos, let me know down in the comment section below, and also let me know of what you would like to see next, and let me know what your favorite character is and why, and also just keep practicing. That's all I can say. Keep practicing and you will soon get better at it. It may not seem like it right now, but the more you practice, the better you get. I know people have probably told you that a lot of times, but it's true. Sometimes you just don't want to put in the effort, but it's worth the effort and it's worth all the work. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos. So have a good day and have a good time drawing. See ya.